What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gmod's World Podcast, and we're going to be talking about 3 games that was played on Thanksgiving Day, and I'm going to just wish all you guys a happy holiday. Hopefully you were enjoying it, but these games were wild, okay? Now, I told you in a couple podcasts back that the Dallas Cowboys would win the NFC East. A lot of you guys laughed at me. A lot of you guys told me that Dak Prescott was garbage. A lot of you guys did a lot of things that were kind of weird, and I was telling you guys I wasn't ready to give up on Dak yet because I like the way that he takes control of what's going on. Like, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's going to go and hide in the shadows. And he pretty much showed us that he's not going to be playing around because a couple of the plays that he made, it showed his toughness. It showed that the team respected him. And you see the love that especially the new constructed O-line has for him. Zeke Elliott had a pretty decent game as well, but it was really about Amari Cooper. Now, I didn't know he had burners on him like that. John Gruden is looking like the biggest idiot to ever coach football that I've ever seen in NFL history because he's gotten rid of players that are just shining on every other team. But the good news about this that you guys may not realize is that the Cowboys doing all of this is going to kind of, it's going to upset the way the NFL and Vegas can actually put out lines and bet games. Let me explain to you why. Earlier in this game, I tweeted as soon as the game started, right? Because obviously you're playing against Colt McCoy. Alex Smith suffered a gruesome injury, the week prior. So you kind of knew the Dallas Cowboys were going to win this game, but Colt McCoy wasn't too bad. But that's not what it's about. The defense of the Cowboys is a dangerous thing. That's why it's going to be very, very difficult for teams to just beat them. And that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. I don't expect them to, go on a miraculous run and just win everything because I still think that Amari Cooper is not enough offensively with Dak Prescott. Obviously got Zeke and whatever like that, but only Amari is like, he's like a threat that people have to pay attention to, but usually you need one other piece. You know what I'm saying? As far as the wide receiver go or a tight end, they don't really have that. So they're just working with whatever. Like Cole Beasley's not that guy. Hearns is not that guy. They just need one more wide receiver tight end weapon, sort of like a Kelsey. And from that point, if Dak is able to make some accurate throws, the Dallas Cowboys can be very, very dangerous. But I don't think that they're there yet, but I think that they're going to grow enough and mold. Obviously, like I said, I predicted that they'll go to the playoffs. I think it'll do a lot for them. Is it possible that they can get an upset? Maybe, because that defense is playing listen, Randy Gregory, if he could just stay off the weed, he's going to be, that dude is a monster. You got Jalen Smith. You got Van Der Esch. These players are ready to go right now. And I don't think that people realize that they're coming right now. These dudes are ready to play and handle their business. And I know that people don't take them seriously because it's like, oh, yeah, you got to stop Zeke. Zeke is the guy. It's with Amari Cooper getting separation like that on guys like Josh Norman, who I also think is washed up, but he's still like a known corner. That's pretty bad, bro. That's pretty bad. That Amari Cooper is averaging 3-4 yards of separation. That's ridiculous. And that now, all of a sudden, Jerry Jones doesn't look so stupid giving up a first-round pick because you're winning now, giving up that pick instead of betting on something that you don't know what the outcome's going to be. So congratulations to the Cowboys and the Cowboy fans. You guys, I told you, the only thing is most of you guys are still saying Dak is garbage. You're gonna see, bro. Give that guy a little bit of time. Give him another weapon. It's going to be on and popping. The Saints coming out with their 10th straight win. They completely dominated and grounded the Falcons' offense. Now, I'm going to tell you this again about Matt Ryan. A lot of you guys you guys believe, listen, I love ATL. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Vic was playing, I would have loved for Vic to have brought a championship back there. Obviously, we know what happened with that. But I'm going to tell you guys this so you understand it. As long as that same coach is there, that was there, when they lost, when they were up 28-3 in the Super Bowl, they will not ever win anything. So at some point, the owner's going to have to say, look, you know what? You are the one responsible for this. I am firing you. And they're going to have to, rebuild from the ground up. Because I'm just telling you right now, they have never been the same since that comeback. Matt Ryan has the potential to be a pretty good quarterback. But obviously, in certain cases like this, he's going to play like this. And that's the thing about it. He had that one miraculous MVP season, and that's been pretty much it for him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everything else, he's been above average. I'm not saying the guy's a bum. But, when you come out playing like this against a division rival, this is not good. This is not a good look for the Falcons going forward. But obviously, the Saints are the biggest story. Drew Brees, Kamara, these dudes are the bigger story about what is coming. Cameron Jordan, 2 sacks. These guys are dominating right now. They're just outright dominating. And the biggest thing about the NFC, like how I bring up the Cowboys, see, the Cowboys can cause problems for the two top teams in the Rams and the Saints. Nobody wants to play the Cowboys because they have nothing to lose. That's the worst person in general in life, whatever it is. The person that has nothing to lose, that is the most dangerous person that you don't want issues with that. And that's what my point is. You don't want no problems with that, bro, because the Cowboys are in a situation like this, right? They know, like, look, pretty much nobody believes in us but ourselves, and we're not supposed to win. So that's already motivation enough. And that's why, like with those underdog stories, the Giants beating the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl, when nobody believes that you can do something, that fuels, a team. That's already like, that's clipboard material. That's right there on the screen. Like, these players are like, yo, these guys, if our defense can do this and our offense can just do a little bit, we're going to be fine. That's how they're thinking now. So when you look at the Saints and the Rams, they are still the best teams in the NFC. But the Cowboys, more than likely, the Cowboys can't beat both those teams. Like, I'm not like crazy, like thinking like that, but they can cause issues. They could get to the quarterback. They can do certain things that teams just don't want to deal with. And that's what that's my major issue with everything that's going on. So, going forward with it, these guys, the Saints, are just way too much to handle. And they already showed to me, they proved that they can beat the Rams. I mean, like they beat the Rams, like, pretty handily, like overall, just doing what they had to do. I do believe that the only way the Rams can beat them is if they have to go to LA. If you play in a dome with Drew Brees and that team, they are beating everyone. Doesn't matter. And that's what my problem is with that whole situation, with all you Ram fans telling me all this stuff, because it can get really, really crazy. Now, Mitchell Trubisky didn't play with this Bears-Lions game, and I was kind of scared about it, so they put in Chase Daniels. I'm very, very disappointed in the Lions. They allowed Chase Daniels to go out there and ball like he was living his best life, and he wasn't going back and forth with you. Like, it was getting, bro, you cannot lose to Chase Daniels. Coach Pencil on the other side, bro, like, this dude, Patricia, like, I don't know what he's doing, but you got to play better. And for those of you guys, when you look at Matthew Stafford and you think, Galladay and all that stuff, yeah, whatever, he's had better weapons and have still lost very, very easy games that he was supposed to win. So it's not a shock that they lost, because the Bears defense is still the Bears defense, even with Chase Daniels being quarterback. You just got to be formidable, bro. You just got to be able to go out there and just throw a completion. You guys remember this, though? You remember the Baltimore Ravens? You remember Trent Dilfer? Like, when you have a good defense, you just need a guy that's just not going to throw a pick, that's just going to go out there and make the simple, get us to third downs, get us certain things that's going to help us win the game. That's all you have to do. There is literally nothing else that you have to do, and Chase Daniels did that. And if you're preparing for, pretty much they were being like cautious. So I don't know if Coach Pencil was preparing for Trubisky or whatever, but Trubisky's the better quarterback. So even if you were preparing for him and you weren't preparing for Chase Daniels, it's not like Chase Daniels is better than Trubisky. You should have had a game plan in place that played a lot better. And they're just, bro, Darius Slay is getting burnt deep. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be that fast corner to lock down. You're getting burnt deep, bro. Like, what are you doing? What's going on right now with the Lions? You beat on the Patriots, and then you can't beat nobody else. I don't really understand that. See, people don't seem to understand that. And getting to the Patriots also, we got to see what happens with their next, their final games. Because everybody is saying that Tom Brady's washed up. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. I'm not ready to say that Tom Brady's washed up yet. So I got to wait to see. Because like with me, I got to be cautious when I say things, because I don't want to be that guy that's like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? Look at it. Look what happened. I've already done things in the past, and I keep my, my whole statement, whatever I predict, I eat the crow when I'm wrong. I'm not ready to say that Tom Brady's done yet. All right, so I got to wait to see what happens with that. So even with them beating the Patriots, that didn't make them the better team. It's like the Fuel beating Bill Belichick. It's like fun. But around this time, when it's time to get better for the playoffs, this is when everything starts to click. So obviously we know in the NFC North, the Lions are done. You know what I'm saying, bro? Them dudes right there, them dudes is done. So if you're a Lions fan, don't worry about it, bro. Just relax, kick your feet up. You'll be watching the playoffs without them in it. And this was a year that I thought that they had the best opportunity to do something, because the Vikings, with Kirk Cousins, is proven to be the biggest, he's just look, I can't defend him anymore. I'm done. I'm done with Kirk Cousins. Like, that dude he just does the wildest things ever. He's just playing like a complete idiot. So the NFC North is kind of crazy, and we'll see how that works out. But the Bears most likely will win it, in my opinion, in the NFC North. So it was an exciting day of football. I hope all of you guys enjoyed the family and the friends and the festivities. And you guys are ready to go for the weekend, where I'll be back with more of the Sunday recaps. I want to thank you guys for watching. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Android, and iTunes, G Might As Well Podcast. Until next time, one love.